we have a very interesting question. Okay, as you can see, this is the one here. Okay, so the question is, you can read the question. So that is question B. Okay, so this is a second question we're answering on frustum. So the question says, the figure below is a frustum, as we can see. So this is a frustum of a cone. Now the base diameter and the top diameter are 42 and 14. Oh, you can see that we have 42 there and 14 centimeters as the top diameter. Okay, and then the height that we have is 20 centimeters, right? And so the question is, calculate its volume. So we want the volume of this frustum. All right, so how do we deal with this question? So look at this here. You can make a sketch like the one I've made here. Okay, now this sketch helps you to see what you want to do for you to calculate the volume. Okay, so look at what we have here, right? These are part of the frustum here. Okay, you can make a sketch. Okay, you assume the whole complete frustum. Okay, this is the one I've added on top from here up to there. Okay, so this is the one I've added on top, the part which was removed from the original one, this original one we have here. Okay, so if you assume a complete frustum, what we are going to have, it's something that looks like what we have here. Okay, yes, so if you assume it this way, you know that your height, okay, your height you have from here up to there, okay, at the bottom, that is 20 centimeter, right? So this is 20 centimeters, as you can see, from here up to there. But we don't know the height from this point up to there. Okay, that is if we assume the whole thing to be complete, right? So this height, we put it x. Okay, as you can see here inside, this is the same thing I had put there. I have x. Okay, so we don't know what this height is. That is the height for the top part. Okay, that is from 14 centimeters. That is from 20 centimeters, where 20 centimeters is ending, that is here. Okay, so the total height for the whole complete frustum, we are going to have 20. Okay, this 20 centimeters we add x. Okay, we also add x, that is the height of the top part, which we don't know. So 20 plus x will be the height for the whole frustum. So to find the volume, first we need to calculate the value of x. How are we going to do that? We need to use ratios. Okay, so we are going to use ratios, that is the height we divide by its base diameter. Okay, so for example, if we consider the complete frustum, the height for the whole thing, okay, a complete frustum, we are going to have 20. Okay, that is 20 centimeters plus x gives us the height of a complete frustum. Now this we are going to divide by the base, that is the bottom diameter for the whole frustum, that will be 42, right? So this is going to be 42, right? Now this side we are going to use the height of a small frustum, that is the one on top. Okay, that is a conic frustum. Then its height is 14 as well. What are you going to do next? Here you cross multiply. Okay, so what you're going to get, you're going to have 280, that is 14 multiplied by 20, that will give you a 280, right? Plus 14 multiplied by x, that will give you 14x, right? Okay, so this is going to give you 14x. Now this is equal to 42 multiplied by x, that will give you 42x, right? So that will give you 42x. So we want to solve for x, right? If you collect your like terms, you are going to have 42, right? You are going to have 42 there minus 14, and that should give you 28, right? That's 42 minus 14. That will give you 28. So you are going to have 28x. Okay, so you are going to have 28x is equal to 280. That's 28x is equal to 280. Then you're going to divide both sides by 28 so that we can find the value of x, right? So when you apply cancellation rule, you are going to have x. Your x is going to be 28 there into 280. That will give you 10, right? So the value of x is 10. Okay, so here now we have the value of x is 10. So the total height will be 20, right, plus 10 is going to be the total height for the whole frustum, which will give us 30 centimeters, right? So the total height for the complete frustum is 30 centimeters. Wow, hope you are following. But if there is any question, you can post in the group. I'll attend to you. Okay, so the other thing we need now to calculate the volume for the part of the frustum that we are given. Okay, so you can see the part we want is just the 20 centimeter height, right? This is the one. Okay, so what are we going? How are we going to do that? We are going to calculate the volume for the complete frustum. Okay, and then we'll subtract the smaller one, that is the one on top. Okay, so we can calculate it from here. So we know the formula. We have 1 over 3, right, multiplied by the base area. Now the base area, what we have here, the base area is a circle, right? And so we know the area for the circle. The formula for the area of a circle or a circular thing is, okay, we have pi r squared, right? So this is the base area. So this is the base area we're going to have here. That is for the bottom part. So we have 1 over 3 multiplied by the base area, which is pi r squared, right? Pi r squared. Now this we need to multiply by its height, right? So this we use this for a bigger frustum, that is for a complete frustum, if we consider the frustum to be complete. And so we can use r capital letter just to show the difference. And then we'll use the same formula here. Now we use a small letter r to show that we are considering the top frustum, okay, the one we added. So we're going to multiply this by the height as well. Okay, next we can substitute the values. Okay, so the pi, we have been given pi to be 3.142. okay, so we have pi to be 3.142, right? This is the value of the pi that we have been given. Okay, now we're going to multiply this by the radius. Now the radius for the complete frustum, okay, it's 42. That's 42 divided by by 2. Okay, so we have 42 divided by 2, which will give us 21, right, as our radius. Okay, so we have 21 as our radius. Now this is squared, okay, and then multiply by its height. Now the height for a bigger frustum, that is if we consider it to be a complete frustum, we are going to have 30 centimeters. Okay, now this we are subtracting the small frustum, that is the one on top, right? Now the one on top, the radius, that is we have 14, so the radius will be 7 squared because the diameter is 14. So to find the radius you divide that by half, by 2, or you multiply it by half. Okay, 14 by half. And then the height for this one is just 10, which is the value of x, right? Okay, now we can find the difference here. Okay, first we can factorize 1 over 3. Okay, now we can multiply there. That is 3.142, right? 3.142. We multiply that by, that is 21 squared, right? So we have 21 squared. Okay, we are getting 441. If you do that, 21 squared, now multiply by 3.142, and then multiply by 30. Okay, so you are going to get this answer. Okay, make sure you use your calculator, and if you just do the right procedure, you are going to get the same answers that I have gotten here. Okay, so this is the volume of a complete frustum. Now we are subtracting the smaller one. So we know that if we have 7 squared, right, that will give us 49, isn't it? Now, so you're going to have 49 multiplied by 10 there. You know what that will give you? That's 490, right? Now multiply by 3.142. Okay, what are you going to get? You're going to get this answer. This answer. That's 0.58. Okay, so you close the brackets there. So we have 1 over 3. Okay, so remember, this is the formula for the volume. Okay, so this is the volume for the complete frustum, and this is the volume for a smaller frustum, that is the one on top. Okay, so we have 1 over 3 here, right? Because we factorized that 1 over 3. Now we are subtracting this, that is, we are subtracting 1 from the other. Okay, now if you use your calculator, okay, and try to find the answer, you should be able to get that this answer. As long as you use the correct procedure, the one I've used, you should be able to get the same answer that I have gotten. Okay, just make sure you do the right thing, right? So remember, we factorized 1 over 3. Okay, so the answer that we have gotten, we are going to divide that by 3, or we multiply that by 1 over 3, which will give us that is 13,343. Okay, 343. Now this will be 0.02. Okay, we can just make it 0.3 because we are told to leave the answer in 2 decimal places, right? So this is how we calculate the volume of the frustum which we are given. Okay, first you need to assume it to be complete frustum. Okay, and then you subtract, you find the volume for the for a complete frustum. Okay, so you take the small frustum. Okay, you subtract a small frustum from the one you assume to be a complete frustum. Okay, all right. So if there's any question, you can ask. Okay, and then don't forget to click the subscription button down below there. Okay, for more videos, you can keep in touch.